Uncle Jack Live VR. Got the Joy ventilator. Got some button. Go to bed with Jack.
That sounds like the ventilator's a bit off. Shame. It sent a lovely whiff of joy into the air. Terribly sorry about the telly in there. People keep stepping on the cable. Oh, we're back again. Hello there.
Hello.
You must be the winner of the Uncle Jack Fan Club's Get to Know Jack contest.
Hell yeah.
At least I hope you are. Well, the bobbies at the front door have been very sloppy indeed. As you know, I'm Uncle Jack, and I'm always happy to meet my fans, especially if they can help me. Over on your right, you'll see the news feeding machine. That's how you feed me the news stories I'm supposed to read. To your right.
Okay.
Your right.
My right.
You'll see 3 news stories to choose from. Do try to give me a happy one, won't you? Sometimes the writers get a little mischievous. You can only feed me news after I finish reading the preview story.
What?
The machine will light up to tell you when to send me more. Isn't technology wonderful?
I can handle this.
You'll have to wait for me to finish the story I'm reading before you send me another one. You wouldn't want me to get muddled, would you? No, of course not. Just press the send button below the news story you want and whoosh, it will magically appear on my teleprompter.
Can I go now?
Be
Alright.
sure to hit the send button, otherwise
Oh
I
my
won't
God.
get a news story.
God.
Oh dear, you didn't send me any news stories. Please send news, or I shall have to do magic tricks, and I don't know any. On in 5, 4, 3.
Wait, what the hell? What the damn hell?
And now it's time for the Good News Hour with Uncle Jack. Hey, that's me, Jack Worthing. I'll give you all the news you need to start your afternoon with a smile. Feel free. Anytime. Well, I don't know. I suppose we could... Well, why not? I suppose I could tell you yesterday's news again. With joy. Well, who can even remember what happened yesterday, eh?
I'm too dumb to even figure this out.
Think. Oh, yes. There was a large shipment of food delivered, and, well, it's a big pie eating contest on the village green, and everybody got so full that their ribs squeaked. Do you remember the constables? Well, the constables were delighted to report that there was absolutely no crime. Yes, what a lovely day that was. And I'm sure today will be just as joyous.
What the damn hell?
Well, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Yes. Well, and none too soon for our producer today. Well, I suppose not everybody can be even slightly competent, can they? Perhaps they can come back an opposite day, since they do everything exactly the opposite of what they're supposed to do. Ha ha ha! Goodbye
what the hell?
and good luck. You'll need it.
I was
Yes.
hitting the damn button. Damn it, Jack. You don't know Jack. Oh, shit. What the hell?
Well, wasn't that exciting? I do wish you could be here, dear viewers. Well, it looks like somebody's having a party in the visitors gallery. There are so many happy, excited people there. So many. Perhaps somebody ought to check in and, well, make sure that they're not breaking anything. People tend to get carried away sometimes, don't they? Do you know what makes a party even better? Why, joy, of course. Yes, I bet we'd all have an even better time if somebody would just flood the visitors gallery with joy, right? You can never be too careful.
How do I do that?
Time now. Water in. Nice to hear that lovely joy gasp hissing through the ventilator. What a way
Wow.
now will be
Under your smile,
That's what I'm talking about.
don't be afraid. All you gotta do is run. 'Cause when we were young, we just a child, and we start to.
Okay. I don't like being so high up. I like the rainbows.
Let's try a stranger on for a while. Something could change for a brand new start. Hide all the raindrops under your tongue.
Alright, was that it?
There's nothing.
I didn't even have him read the news. Probably fake news.
We have a lost and found announcement today. Miss Letitia Prism has lost a handbag. Now, she can't quite describe the handbag, as it has been some years since she last saw it, and she only now remembers leaving it at a train station. But she is wondering if it did not contain something precious. Now, if you should see such a handbag, please return it to Miss Prism at Thomasina House. I'm sure those lovely ladies will treat you all to a nice cup of tea. Nigel Brace's, president of the Wellington Wells Classic Society, has begun translating my Uncle Jack show transcripts into Latin as a hobby. Isn't that marvelous? Well, this is a surprise. Can you imagine your own Uncle Jack? That's me, speaking like Julius Caesar. It can be a bit of a sticky wicket, says Bracenose, as some English expressions don't have counterparts in the language of Cicero. Walter Merton, the Society's treasurer, has decided to join the fun. He's translating my show's transcripts into classical Greek. Well, since no one else in the village knows either Latin or Greek, this is indeed a labor of love. Well, chaps, I'm flattered and tickled. Next news. The village of Hamlin prides itself on its lack of rats. Oh, yes, indeed. And not only do we not have any rats, we do have V-meat. Not that there's any, well, connection between the two. I don't know why I thought of V-meat. Well, that's better. I was beginning to worry. I mean, this is a show about good news, you know. Let's see. Last week's Hamlin Hopscotch tournament was such a success that it's going to be repeated. All will gather on Thursday at 2 p.m. for the festivities. Mrs. Clyde Featherbottom will provide tea and cakes. And don't be late, or Mrs. Featherbottom will be cross with you. Have you seen any dead bodies on the... Oh dear. No, of course I haven't seen any dead bodies on the street. How ridiculous. Although, I did, you know what? I did see one the other day. And then he got up and walked away. Yes, it was an actor rehearsing for a show. The Hamlin Thespian Troupe is rehearsing a lively new murder mystery to be performed al fresco on the streets of Wellington Wells. According to the director, Christy Baskerville, the innocent butler is a rip-roaring whodunit sure to delight audiences. I don't mean to spoil the suspense, but it has a happy ending. It turns out that nobody was dead at all. Here's a funny story. Harry Hayworth Wellington Wells' most famous scientist and the inventor of joy, appears to have gone on a walkabout. Mr. Hayward's colleagues last saw him on Monday and are concerned that he may be lost. According to some of them, Harry has gone a bit fuzzy in recent years. Well, haven't we all? When last seen, Dr. Hayworth was nattily dressed as he was on his way to a meeting with General Byng. No doubt he's just enjoying a little peace and quiet. However, if you do see him, please do let a constable know. Ah. Oopsie daisy. Well, it seems that my script blew away with all the excitement. Did you see that odd gust of wind? Yeah. Speaking of breezes, isn't it fun to fly a kite, eh? Did you know that you could, you could make your own kite with a bit of old string and some newspaper? Although I personally enjoy folding newspapers into jaunty hats. Another thing that you could do with newspapers is you could fold them into little boats and sail them down the river, and gosh, well, who knows how far they'll go, eh? Who knows indeed? What about those ladies at the fish and chip shops? They're also quite clever, aren't they? The way they fold the newspaper into cones. Who needs plates when you've got clever people and newspapers, I always say.
Hell's he blabbing on about?
And now for the Good News Hour with Uncle Jack. That's me, Jack Wording. I'll give you all the good news you need to start your day with a smile. Some people have noticed that the happier they get, the less they can do. If this is you, not to worry. You're just overdosing on joy. When you've had a little too much joy, about all you can really do is laugh and skip and run and play and wait till your joy comes down to a normal level. In the meantime, enjoy the pink chimney smoke and the lovely music that alarms make when they go off. And the jolly laughter the bobbies make when they're protecting us from downers. Have you ever wondered what life will be like in the future? Well, the Department of Science and Research is mounting a free exhibition that imagines what Wellington Wells will be like 20 years in the future, called the House of the Future. Scientists have dreamt up some wonderful inventions, and apparently there will be rides and cake. Why, 1984. Gosh, it's hard to imagine that 1984 will be anything like the Wellington Wells of today. It'll be even better. But I do hope I'll still be on your tellies every day. Ooh, lovely. The Geological Society has awarded its highest honor to Charles Hutton Lyell for his recent discoveries on seismology. For years, the citizens of Wellington Wells have complained that they become lost as familiar landmarks appear in unexpected places. And here I thought it was just me forgetting where everything was. His new research proves that this phenomenon is not at all in your head. Our city happens to be located in an area of unusual seismic activity. Things really do move around. What a special place we live in, eh? Perseverance makes honor bright. Next card, please. Oh, that was a bit of excitement, wasn't it? Well, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Yes. Our producer did a pretty swell job for a fan, don't you think, eh?